Hello Stampers, and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. Today I have this fabulous flip fold card to show you today. I got this idea from the amazing demonstrator Julie Davison, who is absolutely amazing, and she shared this technique with me. So for this one, you might be wondering why I have the camera zoomed out so much, but that's because... look how amazing that is. So here, let me maybe go sideways so you can see. It's like a little Z fold, but it pops open, and then you have that like super tall card so that you can write a whole bunch or you can decorate a whole bunch. It's all up to you. So here again is the front, and then of course it pops open just like that. So it just kind of like goes up. So instead of like opening the card where it goes like this, which you still could, this actually goes up as a 3-part. So super fun. You can see this says Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day, and has that fabulous copper foil in it with the Affectionately Yours specialty designer paper, which is retiring at the end of May, so be sure to get that before it's gone. And then of course I just have the little decoration down there. Now I did actually contemplate just putting Happy Mother's Day and leaving this part blank, because after all, on Mother's Day I usually write a whole bunch in the card, so I could have written my message this whole length and it would have been just fine. But I thought for this sample I would go ahead and I would decorate this top piece as a little decoration rather than leaving it open for writing. And of course you could always leave yours open, or you could decorate. You could even decorate with the stamping up here, and then you could always leave some room for your message too. So let's get started on this card. Okay, so for this card, we're actually going to need a top and a bottom, so this piece and this piece, which I used some of the retiring in colors, which are Watermelon Wonder and Mint Macaron. So that's these two, and you'll need these to measure 5.5 by 4 1/4. So that's those two pieces. Then you will need an insert that is Whisper White. You could always use Very Vanilla or your cardstock color of choice. And this actually measures 3 3/4 by 11, and I scored it at 5 and 10. So you're going to end up with a 5-piece, another 5-piece, and then a little 1-inch piece. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and fold on those score lines. You'll want to use a bone folder for that nice strong crease there. And then the other one, and you're actually going to fold it, the one forward and the other one back. So it's kind of like a little Z fold going on here. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere this to my bases, and then we'll decorate afterwards. If you prefer to stamp first, you can go ahead and stamp at this point before you assemble. So I'm using Fast Fuse because I want to make sure I have like a nice strong adhesive to use so that this card doesn't break open whenever somebody opens it. So we're just going to take this. Here's our card base. And I'm just going to go ahead and line this up centered on this card base and press down. Now we'll just add a little adhesive to this top little, whoop, my little Fast Fuse fell forward. We're going to add just a little adhesive to this top little flap that is popped back. So here, now we have this as our inside, and then we have this little flap. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line up my pieces and smash them together and then press over that adhesive piece there. So now I know that it's going to lay nice and flat. If I tried to place it, you know, centered up here or something like that, then there's a chance it could be off just a little bit and it wouldn't actually lay flat whenever I close my card. So now I have my base. So now it's time to decorate. You do want to make sure you don't decorate your card upside down and decorate it like here, although you could always do that and then have your message on the inside. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to decorate it just like this. So I'm using the Affectionately Yours Designer Series paper, and this piece here measures 3 inches by 4 1/4, and I'm just going to add some regular snail adhesive to the bottom of that and add this to the bottom of my card. Okay, I gotta make sure that I'm showing it right side up for you guys, but also that I'm doing it right side up as the card. So there's the front, and now I'm just going to add a little bit of this mint macaron sheer linen ribbon. And we're just going to do right over left, left over right to get that perfect little square knot. And then you can always trim your tails. I forgot my scissors over here. Okay, and then we can always kind of rotate it around to make sure it's nice and centered. Then I used some of the stitched shapes, so that's these here, to use for my greeting. So depending on the size of your greeting, you can use a different shape, but I used the second to largest oval, and I just did 2 little greetings here. So I used the second to largest oval and the smallest oval on my sample, and did the little greeting up top here, and then did Happy Mother's Day with teeny tiny wishes on the inside. For this one, I went ahead and I just did 2 of the large ovals, or the second to largest oval, and I did 2 of the coordinating greetings that are in the Love and Affection stamp set. So that's this stamp set here. And so I did Sending a Smile Your Way and You Make Me Ridiculously Happy. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that to the front of my card with some Stampin' Dimensionals, because you know how much I love those things, and so that I have a little bit of pop and texture to my project. So I'm just going to add that right to the center there. And then on the inside here, I'm going to use a piece of the Copper Bling Designer Series paper that's in that Affectionately Yours pack. And this actually measures 3 1/4 by 5. And it's just going to go right here in the center. Oh wait, it's supposed to be 4 3/4. Hold on just a minute. So that is actually 4 3/4 by 3 1/4, and there, that looks much better and fits just perfectly there. For this one, I actually just used regular snail adhesive rather than the Stampin' Dimensionals, and just pop that greeting right down there. Now, of course, on this bottom portion, you can always stamp some of the flowers that are in the stamp set, and I used the Night of Navy ink and the large flower, and we'll just stamp that down right there with the little center of the flower in the middle of it. And then I'm going to add a few of the little flowers around the edge in the Watermelon Wonder, and then just a few up top here. And now you're all set for that fabulous Mother's Day card, or just a card for any occasion that you would like to give someone that you love. So there is that fabulous fold card. There's the front of the card, and then you lift it up. There's the middle section and the bottom section for you to be able to write in. You could always add another greeting down there if you wish to. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial showing the flip fold card, and I hope you try it out yourself. Don't forget to check out my blog, laurastampad.com, where you can see more photos of these, as well as all of the instructions on it with the dimensions. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, and let me know in the comments below what your favorite designer series paper is that is retiring in the 2016-2017 catalog. I'll see you all next time. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.